Welcome to Game 2 of the Grand Finals for my tournament for people who I have coached in the last week. That's the official name of it. Not quite, but here we go again, spawning in the top right corner of, looks like Daybreak, I want to say. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. No, I think this is Daybreak. We have the yellow Zerg Midiga, who's been steamrolling this winner's bracket, hasn't lost a game. Well, hasn't lost a series in this tournament yet. Actually, just lost his last game. Last game was his first loss. So he's doing very well, obviously. Let's see if he can break that losing streak from last game and finish out this tournament by winning the next three. We have the winner of our last game in the bottom left, spawning as the orange Zerg. Trash talking in chat, MacabreDerek. So Macabre's been using the same build for every game so far, and it worked well enough for him to get to the grand finals and win his first match. So let's see if he sticks with that. I'm guessing he probably will. It worked for his first game, so he has no reason really to deviate this game. And to see if he can come back in this tournament. Unfortunately, he will need to win 2 best-of-5s to be able to take this tournament because he is from the loser's bracket and Midiga is from the winner's bracket. So Midiga does have the advantage there. But being down 1 game, things are starting to even out. So it looks like we will have the same build again from Macabre with that pool going down at 14. It looks like we have a hatch first from Midiga. So Midiga will be switching up the play style for this game. And let's see if that works out for him. He will have the earlier economy. Hatch first is a little bit risky to do against Zerg, but playing against Macabre, if you've seen him play in the tournament so far, and I know Midiga just saw him play last game because he was involved in it, he would know that he is very safe doing this hatch first. So I think that's a great decision by him to do because he knows that this play style that Derek is doing with doing the same 14 pool, 15 hatch with no gas as an opening, he's going to be just fine doing this hatch first. Midiga will take the early gas so he can get the speed earlier than Macabre. Oh, Macabre is going to switch it up a little bit and get an earlier gas. So I think this is excellent. This has been really hurting him in the tournament so far. I think all of the losses that he's had so far has been due to not having this gas early enough. I think Midiga and I think Derek has been playing a little bit better in ZBZ so far in this tournament than Midiga has. So we'll see if this little bit of a adjustment in playstyle for Midiga will help him out to pull ahead. I am liking one thing that, well, first of all, this queen's not being made, unfortunately. That needs to be made. That's one advantage of doing that hatch first, is that you can get those double queens. But one thing that I am enjoying seeing is this macro-oriented play. There's no quick, super cheesy Russian all-in type play. All the players so far in the tournament have been playing very standard and opting more for the macro game and not for the very early pressure. Midiga is going to get a very early Roach Warren, so he is on 1 gas still, so he's not going to quite have the gas to be able to support that, but since he got the gas so early, he might end up being okay. He is getting a little bit of a bank in gas, so he might be able to kind of burn through that while he catches up with getting his other 3 gases, if he does want to go for a heavy Roach play. Over here for Derek. Oh yes. We are over droning by a wee bit. Could use some drones over here. Let's see if we're rallied. We are still rallied to the main, so I think that was probably a mistake by Derek that he doesn't usually make. I think he usually re-rallies to his next base. I think he just forgot this game. So we do see some under-droning here and some over-droning here. You want to keep these bases about even. It's more economical, it's more mathematically efficient for the 2 bases to be even. even though it's the same number of drones at both bases, if they were split evenly, you'd get more out of it. So, anyways, there is an early Baneling Nest also from Macabre, so a little bit of differences in playstyles. He is going to get a Baneling Nest this time, which I think is a good idea. It turns out that Midiga is going roaches, so it might not benefit him as much as it would in other games, but I think he's improving on things that he could have worked on in prior games. So he does have the Banelings morphing, which could be bad news for Midiga. So Spinecrawler is going down, so it's only one, so they're probably not going to be able to do too much to those Banelings, and here they come. The Queen will be able to get sniped. Banelings will go straight for the main mineral line, it looks like, as long as they don't get killed by Queens, and there goes, oh, so many workers. And there's still Lings in his natural, taking out Queens, and that was a enormous amount of damage done. 10 workers killed this early in the game is devastating, and there's still so many Lings from Derek that he's just going to be able to take all of these other drones out, and Midiga knows he's in trouble. Oh, wow. So we're up to 25 workers killed by Derek this early in the game, and there's the GG. So that was a much quicker game, and a good decision to go those quick banelings by Derek.